So the national map is one way to download LiDAR data, but there's actually a specific national map LiDAR Explorer that you can use to download LiDAR data as well. I do like this one a little bit better. I've been sort of used to using the base national map version, but I've come around to liking this quite a bit. As before, I can show where LiDAR data is available, which is pretty much most of the lower 48 is pretty well covered at this point. Here I'm zooming into Binghamton University. And then defining an area of interest is a little bit different here. What I have to do is hold down the control key to draw a little box. So I'm zooming out a little bit to get all of the area that I want, and then just closing that out. And then I get a chance to take a look at whether I wanted to download a DEM, or in this case, I'm really interested in the point cloud. So I get an estimate of the size of that point cloud, which is great. I can look at the download list here, and each of those files that falls in here is going to be in that text file. So here I've got, I think 9 or so different files. I'm just opening this in a text editor and zooming out a little bit here so you can see it all in one line. And then you can take each one of these and paste it in and download each individual file that way. There's actually a better way to do it. You can use wget to just download all of the stuff all at once, but that's a topic for a future video. But in the meantime, it's easy enough just to sort of copy and paste a small number of these one at a time into a browser window and just download them. So here I'm downloading a couple of them just to sort of show that as an example. But you can also use an interface, much like the NOAA interface, to sort of pre-process this data a little bit. So here I've got, I can choose the output projection if I want to. Nice that I'm getting an EPSG code. I can download only parts of the data set that match a certain classification, maybe just the ground points if that's what I wanted. And then I can choose my output format as well. LAS or LAZ are going to be most likely what I want here. In this case, we want to make a mistake here, thinking that it hadn't gone through, so I do actually do this twice. But what you want to do is select that the option that you want, and then process in the cloud. You see that green bar sort of subtly going by in the top there, and there I hit the show requests, canceling that second request that was an error, and then I can basically just refresh up here until this is ready to go. So I pause the video so we don't sit around watching for a couple of minutes while it queues that up and does it. It's a little unlike the NOAA window that would send you an email. This is going to just sort of stay in your browser and refresh. It doesn't really take all that long. So eventually one of those refreshes says, yes, the job is done. Would you like to download your LAZ? Yes, I would. And so again, here it has done the work of sort of just extracting that bounding box that I'm interested in. And then I bring it into Cloud Compare. As we've done here, I'm again only bringing in the intensity values. All of that other information is interesting. It's not always so interesting for visualization, but intensity is nice because you do get a sense of sort of the lay of the land immediately when you load it, instead of sort of a fairly bare representation. Here I'm going to visualize the data again, applying the Z coordinate to a scalar field, adding some shading. And then, of course, because of those outliers, I've got a hard time actually visualizing this. I'm just bringing the endpoints of my color map up to the bounding box of my data. As before, it probably would be a good idea to just clip that much bad data out, but this gives a pretty good start for how to do it. So the LiDAR, the NOAA, sorry, the USGS National Map LiDAR Explorer, sort of best of both worlds. I get a chance to download the LAZ files directly if I want to, which is great. But it also gives me the ability to just sort of extract by properties or just the bounding box, LAS or LAZ. And so the additional sort of like processing that goes with that makes the National Map LiDAR Explorer a really great choice for downloading LiDAR data. Thanks for listening.